after a few hours of open OBS, it just starts to give us a fucking shit all the time. And we just can't do anything there. I just don't know why. There's definitely something wrong with the OBS, because every day we lose tables. Every day it happens. It just disconnects and disconnects my entire network, and it kicked me out of stars. Nothing we can do. And we had a lot of nice pot. Yep. Seems a lot. Okay. We're gonna also check a lot of faces. He's now wrapping a hand like a flush. There's just no sense. He's pivoting 100%. He's pivoting 100% here, and he's not shoving ace-x. And I immediately went to call, because it just doesn't have sense to have like he's betting 100%. He's not checking like a flush draw here. He's betting all of that, and he tried to bluff here, thinking that I would fold something here against this line. So really unfortunate here. But just think what he's gonna do with the king jack, queen jack, that type of hands. What's he gonna do with them if he's like bluffing this? So I like the call even more. I just felt it was a bluff, really easy, because he's not wrapping anything, and we call the turn, and he's thinking that I would fold like ace-x. I wouldn't fold anything, because you're like wrapping shit here. Okay. Button versus cutoff, 13%. Easy call. He practically wraps that. He's not betting the queen here when the 9 is there, so he's wrapping a set here, queens, but queens are never checking behind, so he's wrapping like a 7th and that's it. Ace 3 call, okay. Okay, 3-betting. Definitely I like the both of calls here because we are blocking sevens and he's wrapping a shit there. He's wrapping, he's wrapping a queens, to be honest. Only queens. And queens are betting there. So he's wrapping like a hand like a full house, and I just didn't know what full house he can have. Okay. Betting here against Team Canyon. We don't know him, but he's a reg, so if he showed the turn, I would call immediately. Because what about all ace queen and ace king that he has? But now, when the line is like this, I don't think he's now shoving ace king or ace queen when the line is like this. So I feel like it's probably over pair to check the turn. So, okay. Here, let's go like middle position. First raise or the flop. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna call with ace king. I'm not sure what he's raising. Okay. Three-betting big blind versus button. Having these blockers that we had of ace king, it's really, really good. Okay. Wow, this is a shove. Against ace king. We won here. We didn't win still, and we lost. Wow. You should never say we won. Even if we have 99%, we didn't win. That is when you're being punished. We are just being punished here. I feel like that guy that made the shove with 8-9 was terrible. Rasa. Terrible, terrible. I think we see with what we called, and we are calling the turn. We have so many ace-x, and he's turning like there 8 into bluff, and he has so many king, queen, king, jack, queen, jack type of hands. Okay. And I don't know what I would think about Rasa. I mean, for me, I feel like terrible player, terrible, a really really bad player. Like when I see stuff like that, and I'm gonna make Rita like that. So Ace King will be check. We're basically never gonna win here. That's definitely the truth. There is no way we're gonna win here ever. Trees. Nice. No, only Rasa is some type of something, but I just can mark him as reg. I would play like this. Like, what is he folding us off? Like, that's the question. I mean, I just can't think what hand I should fold there. On a line like that. Is he like thought what I'm rapping here? Probably not. A Lova joke from Russia. I agree. I agree with Pape sucks. But I never think about Rake before, so it's also new to me. But Rake, if it's like what you're saying that it is, then it's brutal. Thermale. Thermale one table or probably Recro. Let's see what we know about Kafir News. Not much. We have again a lot of unknowns. There we don't have any hands on. So today the pool was almost 5,000 players. How much more players can be here? Because when I started I thought maybe 500 is the like maximum. Me and partner were talking at like 500 probably. And now I look here and I see like maybe it's even more than 5,000. Pretty sick if you think. Pretty sick, guys. I just don't know how it's possible that there's so much players here, so much popular. I mean, stars, if they were smart, they would like give the old Rayback system back. They would be then the most popular site in history, because everybody would play now. Just think like 50% Rayback here, everybody would play. They can keep the rake high. Okay. I'm gonna double barrel. The recro guy will probably call like every ace high on the flop, every flush draw. And what is he repping now? Okay, I'm gonna fold. Again, fucking reckless. Okay. And now we're gonna just dunk. Ace 10, okay. No other regs. Patrick Hopkins, possibly reg. See? 14%. Okay. I put the range in the head. I'm gonna definitely step here. He's not check folding the flop at all. Till now, first time. It seems that there's a first time for anything, so okay. Patrick Hopkins is the new reg here. Anti something. We don't know the anti guy. We just don't know him. Seems to... Maybe he's a reg. Papa Sucks, you're saying that you didn't see Huge Orbit bluffs, but Huge Orbit bluffed us 2 times. He tried. We called him 2 times, pretty light. 2 times he did bluffs, so seems like he's gonna try to bluff. I think that people's gonna generally try to bluff us because that's the way how they're gonna react on us on our play. Because also when I play on normal game, I just get that always. They're just trying to get even, and they're like bluffing a lot. Okay, block bet is fine, I think. Not the greatest turn. Low joke, another recro. I'm definitely gonna play some VCOP events. We're gonna see which one I would prefer, like when the one that are late, if there are all at all something like that, like around 11, so we can play them. It would be fun. Today we lost the first hand of the tournament. We lost. Run ace king into the aces, and people will say you're going with the ace king all in, but I am, because from what I saw from these guys on tournaments, well, especially on that bounty tournaments, like I could never even fold ace queen. Now boom, recro. Okay, we are definitely today playing really well. That's what I'm mostly glad about. I feel like I'm thinking really good and calling. We called a lot of good. It didn't seem the best in some of the points, but we saw they were like turning into bluffs without any sense. And I just know now that that's really good play, because if they're bluffing what I saw they're bluffing, I'm just not worried at all. Okay, let's see what other people are saying. I don't know, but people, like I told you guys, people are getting something. It just seems that a lot of them aren't. So it must be the random, definitely the random thing. Okay. Let's see the early middle fold to 3-bet. He basically called 4 out of 4 times. Definitely betting big on this board. Okay. We are betting the turn here. If he folds here like 5, 6, it's okay. Of course, when I bet, I'm calling this. We're never in a good shape, but here, like, goal for me is to fold like 5, 6, 7s that are probably folding on the turn. And basically when he calls here, I mean, he needs to call with jacks here, definitely, because when he calls, we have profitable triple barrel here. That's 100%, because his range, if he's not calling sets here, his range when calls is like weakened. And then again, I really like the bet. Maybe this is too strong. Maybe the better hand would be like ace deuce, ace 5 without like any flush draw, but here when we bet, he's not gonna have like many jacks at all on that size. But when we're betting, of course I'm calling, there's no way other play we could make. But you see, like, big mistake, he's like shoving there with the jack. That's like a huge mistake, I feel. This is not the float, and this size is terrible. If we are one-on-one, it's a clear float. This size indicates that he wants to bet 8s, 9s and stuff like that, and it's terrible. Wow, and this guy folded. Why wouldn't we there? But here, when we had ace 4, I feel it's a clear bet. Because we're gonna bet that really aggressively. We're gonna have like some ace queen, some ace king, some king queen suited. So we're gonna bet just aggressively bet there. Ace 4, I think, is also really good as a check call. And better would be bet like a ace, like a combo draw. But I think it's okay this. Basically, we're gonna fold some better hands. And when he calls here, I'm like bluffing on a lot of rivers. A lot of rivers that are like hitting my ace queen, ace king, king queen bluffs. So wow, pretty great, and we lost it. And I just terribly played again, but just keep hitting. You see here, like, we are never folding our bluff range, because our bluff range is strong here. When we check raise, like here, and our over pairs are never folding, and our like king queens are never folding, so, or ace queen. So basically he's gonna always go all in with because we have check range there. We are so strong. We are so strong when we check raise. Even our bluffs are really good. And he's like he's folding our like worst bluffs, like backdoors, flush draws hands that doesn't have any equity almost against him. So really okay. I'm really curious here. He's gonna have a lot of hearts. Okay, he had set. But he probably won't bet hearts like this. He would bet like a pot with the bluffs. So maybe I should fold it. Okay, checking there. I also feel like with getting even is not the greatest strategy, and it's a sign of weakness. I just always like I don't I hate, I can say like I hate when people play something extra stupid and they are way like way out of their comfort zone and what they usually play, and then like getting lucky on that play. Like I hate like that, because that means that they're like don't know what to do, and they're just like based on emotions, they just hit. That's like really what's tilting me. Okay. Okay, guys, let's try to get something good. The pool is 105. Okay, 3 betting here. Okay, I'm gonna just raise here. I'm gonna bet big, and I'm gonna shove here. Nice. The stack and pot is like that, and we need to shove. Nothing else we can say. And I'm gonna definitely mark here that this guy folded to triple barrel here. So what can he fold? Because he fold instantly. So what's calling double barrel here and folding instantly? He probably did fold like hand, like ace 10 or 10 jack instantly, which is definitely a big deal. Okay, ace 7. Patrick Hopkins tripped us like 10 times probably. I'm kidding, like third time. He should be having a really low c-bet in this range. So if he's like betting, I'm check raising, because he should be definitely checking really a lot. So I'm raising big. when somebody is doing like something uh, really wrong, and like here I feel he's probably betting 60-70%, I'm just gonna check raise big. Okay. DK. No, a little bit of raise. You call, okay, I check. You bet, I call, no, okay. No turning ace queen into bluff. Miller EV. Recro. Checking, calling, checking. Okay. Ace deuce call. And I see like this all the time. This is terrible. It indicates that you want to bet 9s, 10s, multi-way, and our answer should be raise range. Because you just can't do it. If you're betting ace king, bet big. If you have bluffs, bet them big. What the guy had that he won here? He had straight here, wow. Definitely a recro. I plan to play T grinder. I'm gonna play VCFP, but only when I can. So sick that we were disconnected and we lost the big stacks. We were on 100 on one table almost 700, another like almost 500, and we lost it 400 something. Definitely shame, because we would put a lot of pressure. Now we obviously can do it. Okay, squeezing against the recross. Bet big. Okay. Bet here. Again recross. And we don't have sample or anything. Basically, we don't know is he betting ace there. Because if not, most of regs wouldn't. Most of regs would check their ace. Then when they step, it's a really easy call because they just bet jack X. And it's the way that should be played, but because on that turn we have a basically check range or really small bet, like maybe 80% of check. And when it's like 80-90% of checks, the best strategy and the simple strategy is just to have like all check, so you don't need to think, okay, I need to check like 80% here. It's much easier to check everything. Wurblas. Don't know about him. Let's see how Leeds reacts to squeezes. Okay, he calls. I'm gonna check here. I would say that he probably calls like 6 plus here. 5, 6 plus. Definitely like that. And I feel he has only like King Jack suited, which is really nice. Okay. Big blind versus UTG around 30%, but he seems to call 3-5 suited, so 35%, like ace 8 off, but he probably doesn't have ace 8 off. Maybe ace 10, but has that gappers. Has that gappers there. Maybe T-Grinder I'm gonna play at Sunday. Maybe if I will be in the mood to play, maybe I can play Sunday just VCOP. Cyrov AA. Sounds recro. And probably is. Samara, okay. And I expect a bet here, which is insane because we have like most aces and stuff like that. And even regs are not doing like that. So if I have like an ace X here and he's leading, we should raise. Definitely, because from what we saw, when they have a value hand, they are checking it, so they can go for a check raise and let us bluff. So definitely feels like that. 32. Okay, Cyrov. I agree, T-Grinder. I agree. It's definitely misleading. Okay. He probably won't call here. Let's see what he did call. Yeah, he's not floating here. He's calling like pair here. And he's probably folding like a 7x here and continuing with a 10x and a queen x. So, but still a bet. Character 17. I really feel great today. I really think really good. I'm really glad with the game I played. Again, it's not the best session, but I feel really good. Okay. This is not good. Character. Recro. I don't think they're bluffing with this size, that's the problem. Okay. Hmm. I just don't know. Don't feel like they're bluffing with this size. But I think folding this, and when we don't know, it's a big mistake also. We called twice and now we're getting such a good price, and to fold, I think it's ludicrous. Because then our calls doesn't have any sense. But again, against Recro, and it just seems I don't know to play against them. I mean, this hand is normal call. With 6-8, you're really in a good spot with a good blocker. 6-8 is a really strong call there, but against that size, like they don't ever bluff with that size. And I mean, Reg can bluff because Reg can be smart and just can bluff. Here, for example, we don't want to have a check. We don't want to have a check raise range. We want to mainly bet. Let's see how much he steps. Okay, I'm just gonna bet here. Okay. Donor fold -9. Okay. Wrapping like ace-9 here. Mostly the ace-9. We're gonna see in the river pop-up. Now we have even sample. After check turn in position. After check turn in position, and we don't have any reads. Okay. And this guy is like, in my opinion, really, he did bluff twice and it was without sense. But generally I feel he's tight, like Pip Sachs says. I feel like he's tight. And his nickname, Huge Overbet, is like, I'm betting huge only for value. I feel like that. Even we catch him in the two bluffs. That bluffs were like before because he was crushed and he just wanted to get back at us. And in like regular tables, I can really feel that going on. It's much easier. But on the Zoom, there's no so much dynamics going on. Okay. I think we're gonna overbet here. Yeah, definitely. I mean, what strong hand he can have here? And he's gonna float like all ace sixes, like king jack, queen jack, stuff like that. Just if he folds ace six, we're okay. Okay, ace five, check. Always aware. Always aware. Bet small. Okay. I'm gonna just make a quick pause. After these hands, sit out the next hand. Watermelon is killing me. Watermelon is like a red cross for me. Kills me. Okay, and I'll be back soon. Okay, ice on deck. And I'm not sure a bit about this Madram guy. Seems like a recro guy, calling a lot and stuff like that. Okay. Here I have usually check range against regulars, but yep, check. Fold, okay. Queen 10 fold. LAG, we don't know anything about him. Okay, betting 1/3. Checking. You see how he played Queen Jack, check behind the turn. Nines just doesn't want to bluff, of course, and we want to bet the flop with everything. So okay, played. Let's see what we have on the owner. Okay. Okay, I understand. It seems also really tight. Probably right, like jacks plus ace king. Probably around that. But tens are call, at least on the flop. Now if he had like ace queen suited, got there also, so definitely bet turn. I think we are betting here. And I'm gonna jam here on the river with this combo. I would mainly give up with the combo without spades, but with this combo I'm gonna jam. We are against the recro, but we don't know what type of recro he is, so I'll just play like I would play usually. And he floated, hit the jack. But it's okay, I mean, this hand like should be played like this, so float in here. Hmm. 9-10, I feel it's also okay. 9-10 of hearts. But having this combo without blocking clubs, and this is like a good randomizer, and I know this is like always a shove. Okay. 5s against Luis Felipe. Luis Felipe, where are you? You're a recro, okay, man. Checking. Fold here. Hulk. This is a gross here. Really gross. He's I feel reg. A tighter one. Really nice here. Check raising probably overpair like 8s, 9s. So really nice spot. Our bluff should be printing here like 10 jack, queen jack of clubs. Okay. This guy seems also really tight. But he did open ace deuce. 7 circle. Folding the flop immediately. Pap. Patrick Hopkins. Tony's calling 3-bet. First time, okay. Betting. Really good, okay. 9-4. No, fold. I just click fold and we're gonna open that button. Fingers are clicking by itself on Zoom. Ace 4, okay. Pipero, let's call. 2 pair. Great turn. Yeah, but this is terrible. A recro betting small on the river. I just can't have a like check raise here range on this board because even ace 3 is not strong based on the range he has. Even the alone 3s are not good enough, so I wouldn't have any check raise range. So basically that's it. I'm just gonna fall there. And also he should have in check range here. And soon as we see that someone is not doing what he should, then we're gonna start raising everything, and that's it. Wow, this is the recro here. Okay, calling with the king jack. Let's see. I think I'm gonna 4-bet here and get it in. Look at this. This is gross. Gross. On the river, there's like no way I'm folding because the guys will check here with the if they don't have ace king with the ace of spade, he's basically only wrapping the ace king and aces. And when they hit like this, they're gonna check because they want to value from jack 10 suited and stuff like that. So one thing I know, they're like checking when the flush third hits a lot here. And when they bet, I'm just surprised that he didn't shove with ace jack. And also size on the turn when the two flushes are there, they're like implying me that he's weak there. Okay, betting 1/3. Calling here with nines. Far better than jacks and queens. I must say this is not the greatest because this guy is not double barrel. He's not definitely not a double barrel. Definitely not. I don't think we're good. I bluff into the recro, and that's the difference. We don't know if he's a fish, and he's gonna have a lot of pairs there. So he calls us with the jack 10, which is always a call. Generally, he can never fold that, and he thought against last second. So I'm really cool with the play because what about sixes, sevens, eights, and stuff like that? He's gonna then fold something about that. So not important. We don't know what type of recro he is, and also we are just looking the. We just need to. We just need to barrel that hand, and that's the end of the story. And we are against unknown, so nothing. When I'm double barreling, he's gonna call pairs, like low pocket pairs there. So if I'm just double barreling and give upping on the river, then our ace king is nothing. Is then better as a check on the turn. So if I'm double barreling, we need to triple barrel once with the best blockers, and we had the best ones. So you can say I'm bluffing into fish, but we don't know what type of fish they are. And jack 10 is a good call also. It is a float, and he floated a good hand, so maybe he's not even a fish. He just played it good, and he called a good. He was just thinking really a lot, which is telling me that he would fold other weaker hands, but that hand is never a fold. Okay. This is strange. Things like this shouldn't happen at all. I think I should shove the turn here. Shove the river here, it's now, I don't know, it doesn't feel good. And also I don't think he's betting Jack X on the turn, but, and also he's marked as a reg there, so I just don't know. I feel like this guy is just bad because he shouldn't stab the turn there, and definitely so. Okay, just shove the turn there and that's it. And if he's betting a Queen X and Jack X, okay. One Morales. What's a recro guy? 5-7 suited. Let's see what we have on Tiger Firm. We don't have a hand here, what he had. I'm not gonna bet here with the Queen Jack. Betting here. Ace hit at the river. Maybe we could have a okay bluff, but I didn't want to bet multi-way without blockers, without two fishes, so let's see Boricia. Borchman. Okay. Here seems like we are on a really tight dude. Probably on it. Let's see him, is he here? We can call, but without any stats and stuff. I just didn't want to do it this time. Seems like a recro, but seems like a nip from the stats. First three bet, okay. I'm your Teddy. What a sick nickname. It's just sick nickname. I'm your Teddy. What the fuck is that? These guys just gotta be like twisted. So sick of the nickname. I would so love to hear from him on stream. I'm your Teddy. If that's not sick nickname, I just don't know what it is. Only sicker would be I'm your daddy. That's like really sick. But this is not Pharaoh, so. I don't know if his strategy is like to bet 10x here. I feel like that is his strategy. And I can tell you this is never a bluff. This is never ever a bluff. Ever. Look at betting in position 1/3. Okay, he bet here deuces, but probably for value. And he bet one. Here eights, and that was all value bets. And he's not, I don't think he's betting 7 for value, like hand like 7-9. It's possible, but I feel like it's mostly 9x here. 10x. And with having like this strong infos, you can like fold there if you are smart. Definitely fold there, but on that size. And we definitely have many worse hands than 8x. Like 5s through 7s probably. But we are not trapping much, so... And we don't know the guys that we can make a play. But basically there we can bet. We can double barrel a lot because our range is really strong and he's shouldn't have a lot of off jack X's. Like ace jack, but not king jack, queen jack off. So his range will be like mostly pairs, but ace queen also have showdown value, so... But on the 10x, when there is a 10x, we are never good, definitely. But bet check betting ace queen doesn't have any sense, so... Also things to note. This guy is like insane. What we have on him? Okay, let's see his 4-bet. Okay, I'm gonna call it. I like the check behind there with ace 10. I like the small bet. And I can tell you something, that huge orbit guy, Seems like Pape Sucks was okay, right? Seems tight. He folded a pair there on the bet check bet line, and I'm gonna remember that. Okay. Visa Mars. Visa Mars. One tabler for Germany. Puppy Heck. Puppy Heck. Okay. Puppy Heck is also a fish, I mean. Yep. Recro. Checking. Betting the river here. King 9. Fold, okay. I'm gonna bet small. And I'm gonna overbet now. He will put us maybe on a flush draw here. Better core. I feel like he's a reg, but I mark him as a recro. But from his stats, seems like okay, not c betting and stuff like that, and folding a lot. Okay, Atanas MB. Not turning this into bluff. Old Tom, recro guy, and sweet nickname. Really sweet. Let's say the Frubble, what we have on you. Okay. Okay. $107 players in the pool. Still big. Really gross. Really gross. Now his bluffs are beating us. And now he's toned down here. He's gonna have ace jack and king jack off, but he's not betting those one. But I just can't do anything with the king queen here. Even if he's bluffing, we are beaten. And he's not betting like here like ace something of hearts. If he's bluffing with the jack or a king. And his kings are king jack, ace king, and ace jack from the opening range. So there's like in reality there's like zero chance of that we have a better hand here. Definitely zero chance. Ace 3 open. Max. And I hate these low sizes. I really hate them. These are like 4s, 3s and stuff like that. We are just folding here. 5s are open. I just want to play like VCOP here. It would be really cool if we like play 4 tables of tournaments and make reads and stuff and like start seriously. So I'm gonna see what is the schedule, and maybe Sunday we can try to win something. They're gonna try bluff like this, but definitely not different with the like small sizes, but like this it is possible. Definitely. On the river he won't bet like 3s, 4s, 5s, so if he's betting he's repping only a queen x or hand like 10 jack suited, and our blockers with ace king are really good. So it would be hard for me to fold there, especially with that guy. We want to bet small here. Gross. One word, gross. Just give me the sample and I will show you. Because here, what is he raising? I mean, he's record, he's probably gonna have set, I don't know, and bet the turn of K. But why is he doing it with that size? I mean, if it was reg, I would think, okay, he's doing it with this size, so we can call wider and he can have a profitable bluff later. So, but I don't know, like, what is he doing? And then if he's like doing that, if I having like ace king, ace queen there, I'm just gonna rip it in, because I minimally have then, I have like 40% against his overpairs, and I just don't care then. And just think about all my overpairs that are stronger than his. And when he raises, we just click it back and that's it. But here we just don't know. And for example, when we're playing against leads, like, we can do a lot of stuff because I exactly knew how the guy thinks, and we can make easy calls, stuff like that. But it's hard when you play against really recro guy, and mostly of them are not bluffing enough, especially with raises. Okay, and bet with the queens. Keto. Recro. We're never good here. Recro is never turning into bluff here, ever, like 5 6s, ever. And especially this type of recro. They're just fucking me, and just fucking me hard. Okay. I think I should fold it here. Here, definitely. The guy overbet prior to here, and this is like a fold. I immediately knew what he's gonna do, and basically I wanted to defend only because we bet with a small size on the turn. But ace 10 he's gonna check raise. If he has ace 10 of hearts, this is like big mistake here. Big mistake, big. Because there is no way that he's gonna bluff us here. Just a big mistake by me. There's just no way he's gonna bluff. I just wanted to protect this weak range on the turn. Then I bet half of the pot, but it's not important. We're gonna bet with the nuts also half of the pot there. Sometimes and sometimes overbet. So this is like a clear mistake, clear mistake, because he would never bluff us because he know we're gonna call, and this is like really mistake. Even we have a flush here, it's just not important because if he has like ace blocker, he's not gonna bluff, and he's not like gonna king 10. He's not gonna shove king 10 now, even with the king of hearts, because he's gonna bet it normally. And big mistake by me, big. I just wanted to like defend this size, but I immediately knew there is no fucking way he's bluffing us. There's just no way. That type of player, and here his bluffs are, if he has like ace, he's only have like ace 10 off, and that ace 10 is check raising the flop. And king 10 also. Really big mistake here. A really big mistake here. This is like first mistake we did today, but big one, definitely big one, because he's just not having bluffs there. Okay, definitely mistake. Okay. I'm here in the mood to just shove. And bluff with this hand, because what other bluffs we have here? This is basically the worst that we're gonna have. And if we check, I'm gonna shove. If we check, we just hand call, and we're just bluffing with jacks. He hit the queen. I'm real nice we win this, just to punish this type of play, because now I even like the shove more. If he's having like queen 10, he's gonna have like a king 10 also. He's gonna have like a jack 10. He's gonna have like a queen jack, like a queen something. So really nice shove here. I like it now even more. But basically on the turn, what type of bluffs we have? So I feel like jacks are the best one. Really like the bluff there. I'm gonna check raise here. 14%. Okay. But I really regret about that hand. It's a clear mistake, and I just clicked the call without thinking, just because I'm pretty far in the range. I thought to fold, especially when I use such a small size on the turn. But there is just not need to defend there, because there is like no bluff that he can have. Really, just no bluff. So big mistake by me. Because Kizoid is a two tabler. So you played perfectly until that hand. That hand is no, not good for us. And the guy, if I only just think, like, clearly thought that there's like no possibility he's bluffing, and no possibility that he's value betting straight there. So just a mistake that I made, and a really big one. Okay. Okay. Ace queen. So I feel I can make a big fault in this type of spots, but I just click it to like just just didn't want to fold and think about that size on the turn. But generally I just knew immediately that it was a big mistake. Immediately I knew. And if I only think about it, I would easily convince myself to fold. Because if he doesn't even have an ace blocker there, it's like ace blocker is ace 10 and he's gonna check raise that. He's not calling ace 9 off, so terribly played by me. But what can you do? 20%, okay. Okay, like ace 10 off. Okay, let me think here. I'm gonna overbet here. Yep, I'm gonna overbet like this. I feel like he's gonna call us pretty light with every full house. Generally, in this type of boards, I'm just overbetting the flop and get it in. But this guy shows like 2-3 bluffs against us. I feel like he's gonna call us. He saw 3 bluffs, two bluffs today and one before today, and I felt he's gonna call a full house there. So okay, but definitely bigger overbet and shove the turn, especially on like huge, like queen, 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 king, 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 jack, jack, jack. You have so much range advantage there. You just want to do it. So definitely I should have done. But I just have like from the dynamics of the game, I felt he would easily call there with the, and he's like always having a full there when he calls or bet. So I just give up this time. He needs to see like one time that we are not bluffing. Okay, shoving here. Okay. I'm gonna bet like this, like betting queen X. Okay. I just knew that we're gonna lose jacks against that guy. If only I could bet there who will win, I would immediately bet on him. But the problem is, Piotrek, that I don't think I'm three betting in these positions against unknown squeezing. I don't think I would squeeze. That's the problem. I wouldn't squeeze queen jack. So that's the problem there. When you will be sponsored. I don't know, man. I don't know even what will happen after the stream, after the challenge ends. So I'm just not sure, man, if I will be streaming or not after the challenge is over. So I just don't know. Just be here with me on the stream and we'll figure it out. Again, I wouldn't have a raising range because we are really weak here. So I would play my range as a call on this spot. I really like the size here. And it's only size that has sense. Okay. I agree, Piotrek. Man, you know I always agree with you. But I just don't think I have queen jack there, to be honest, so I feel like jacks are a really good one. Like maybe we can call jacks like a value bluff. We are bluffing, but King Queen fold, okay. Midget, if you check in my graphs, like I really killed the heads up game. I really love to play heads up. I feel like that's probably the strongest part of my game. I enjoy playing heads up, and I play it a lot. And always when I'm on the tables on iPoker or Super Sport or Party, and when the table is broken, I always stay to play because I really like to play. And here with the no in the our program, my program, uh, and not KD Breakthrough, I have a heads up HUD included, which is like made by my play. How I think it's most important things and most easiest to have access to. So so what can I say? I feel like the heads up is the something I just really enjoy to play it. So and by I wanted also to show you that I showed the heads up HUD in other when I was presenting the program on iPoker, and the heads up HUD is great. It's so easy to use and has everything, and I really enjoy playing heads up. And basically I played a lot on microgaming. I played a lot versus Berliona also, which in my opinion in that time was the high stakes player and crushed the game, and I played a lot on him, and he learned again playing against him. I learned a lot of things. So I feel like I'm probably strongest in the heads up. But by practicing heads up, you are also practicing the blinds, because the range are so wide. Triwari. Two tablers, so it's not a fish, okay. Here we're not gonna have like a much of the c-bet. We don't have ace jack off, we don't have ace 10 off. We have like ace jack suited, ace 10 suited, and we have a lot of 9s, 10, jacks, queens, hearts. So we're not gonna have like 100% c-bet. We're gonna maybe c-bet like 50-60%. And I feel like 8s are in the c-bet. They should be c-betted, my opinion. And I didn't, and I don't know why. I just don't know why I didn't do it, and I don't know why the guy didn't bluff with the flop stab turn bet. So much fold equity. ICM, what do I enjoy streaming? I don't know. I have a mixed feeling about it. I like to talk with people about poker. I like to talk about people or about many strategies and stuff like that. I enjoy that, but this is like also it's exhausting, and you need to be really aware of everything. 6%, okay. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna bet small. With the overpairs, I will bet definitely small. With like 4s, 5s sometimes. Okay. I would bet once more here. Definitely, I'm gonna write this up, and when the guy calls here, we are just having a good bluff, I think. Because what is he showing here? I think we need to definitely need to bet a turn with this hand. especially when we saw that the guys. I feel like he's having like ace queen, ace king with the hearts. So when I'm betting here, hands that I'm betting are, I'm not betting now fours, I'm not betting eights, I'm not betting nines. I'm betting like a jack X hand, and that's not ever folding and flushes. So his shove is he's only I'm only folding the hands that he's beating, and I'm bluffing with those hands that are like bottom of my range if he's calling. So if he's a really smart, he would like call with this ace king, ace queen type of hands, because I would jam this. If I wouldn't like go to showdown with this hand ever. Interesting spot here. What is this guy stabbing in this spot? And he's not stabbing really much. It has to be like maybe 2 pair plus and bluffs. We definitely need to call, but I'm thinking if we can raise here. But what are we wrapping then? Only a straight. And would we really check raise the straight here? Tough one. We definitely need to call here. But I'm just thinking about our range, how it looks like. We bet the flop. Okay, I would probably check ace queen and ace king in this spot in the three-way. Bet sometimes ace king, like check ace queen mostly. And it's three-way. And when he's stabbing, of course, I'm never folding even ace queen or ace queen. I feel like this guy has like probably 2 pair plus. And I don't think he has a nuts here. But it's so hard, like if we shove here what we are wrapping, like if we only can wrap like king queen, but if we ever play like this, maybe king queen of spade has merit to be played like this, but if I had that I would shove now, but hard. This is like a big fish. I have a big read on him. Yeah, this is like a big fish. Calling here. There's basically nothing else we can do with that call. Okay, he's definitely having ace king or ace queen here. Definitely. I just don't see the way he can fall here. He bet the flop on the... He's now check calling. I feel like an ace queen here. And he folded. Wow. Insane. He's not he's not like betting. At least he shouldn't be betting like I don't know, hand like kings and queens. That doesn't have any sense. We are blocking kings and queens that can probably be folded. So I'm not gonna bluff here. And ace king and ace queen are not checking behind, so it doesn't have sense to block them. So if we are bluffing, we want to bluff with 10 jack. And especially like 9-10. And then we can like fold out the kings and queens on the river. That has sense. This not bluff here. Flawless, man. I'm not playing Zoom because I wanted to play Zoom. I played the Zoom because people vote me for this challenge. People vote that I play Zoom here. You see? And that's the reason why I'm playing, not the reason that I want to play here. I was just voted. We put it in the pool all the sides, all the limits, and people wanted to hear that I play Zoom 100. So that's the reason. No, not that I want to play here. I just don't want to play Zoom at all. So okay, calling with the queens. I simply don't like the Zoom. Okay, I'm gonna bet. Not the greatest river to bluff, definitely. We are basically against or Jack X or 8X, like a Ace 8, or like a can, like a Queen 10. That's basically it. Or a 9-10. And he didn't raise or anything. Interesting. But basically I feel like we don't have a good bluff. Are you gonna call against this? Okay, I'm gonna orbit here. Because we are betting only Jack X, we're not gonna bet 9 or 8X, we're gonna bet Jack X plus bluff, so orbit. This guy is really tight. I'm gonna shove here. You said that fish don't fold, so we're gonna see now. Okay, he has kings, okay. But if we are like called here with the ace king, then you can say fish don't fold. And I shouldn't bluff, but we're called against kings, that's like no-brainer call, but and it's like c-bet and stuff like that. But definitely I feel we need to know what type of records they are. Some of them are overfolding, definitely. It must be true. Some of them are not. Some of them are calling light, but we just don't know which are which. That's most important to know. And then we can bluff. Like those who overfold, we're gonna bluff. Why not? I'm gonna call Cassie. Pretty tight. Check here. Soon I see this not falling to check fold, it's checking all aces. We want to hit like 9 so we can rep like middle pair stuff. Bottom pair. Definitely something like that. Nine, 10 open. We are having, I told you about this, when are we 150 blinds and more? I changed the strategy to a bigger c-bet. So, okay. We are squeezed here. Oh god, this is like tight as tight. Really tight. Okay. I'm gonna bet like this. I just don't know here. He's also having a call range and a small blind, so he maybe even calls like ace jack. So we are basically against jacks plus ace king, ace queen, ace king suited type of hands. It's hard for me to fold here. Hands like this ever. And maybe it's better than like king jack, because we are not dominated probably ever. Okay, against ace king. I won't say that we won, because we will lose. I said today when we had 98%. Okay, I'm gonna call here. Feels he has like queens here. If I want to rep sevens here, that's the only question here. So let's try. Wow, we did it. We repped something, yes. Gross, recross, just gross. Just gross. What to do now? Just gross. So gross, and gross all the fucking time gross. Really, really bad. There's no other thing to say than really, really bad. I'm more betting here. Okay. Okay, let's see what he had. Queen probably. Yep, queen jack. Guys, I think I'm gonna finish probably soon. So if you want to go through a hand review, we can do it. I need just 5 votes. 5 people say yes, and we can do it, or I'm gonna just do it by myself, like basically always. So just let me know what you want to do in like next 10 minutes. This guy is like a fucking rock. Look at this, it's 4x. We are now definitely not falling, but I just didn't want to go all in pre-flop with ace king suited. Just think what a range looks like here. I would probably call like king queen suited, ace king, like tens, nines, jacks, probably even queens. So if he's checking, what a range wants to do. have a lot of underpairs. We definitely want to call here. We're gonna have like ace queen suited, ace jack suited. And we're gonna check definitely like tens, jacks, queens. And here if we have like ace queen off, it's a bluff. Okay. Definitely donking the river. Not the greatest here. Definitely not the greatest. I'm gonna fold. Okay, guys. I'm gonna finish now. Only these hands. So if you want to go to the hand review, let me know, and we can do it live like always and talk about hands. So just let me know what you want to do, and I'm gonna answer you in the chat. Okay, we're gonna bet here. Okay, so let me know in the chat, and we can go through hands if you want. If there are 5 people there, yes. I'm gonna now stop because it's 4 a.m. and when I'm finished with PO and reads and notes, it's gonna be 6 a.m. So I wanna like take a bit of rest. So okay, guys, let me know, and that's it. Thank you.